Hello, my name is Marissa Campbell, and I'm about to give my persuasive full speech. I hope you enjoy. So, imagine sitting in your dorm, like I am currently doing, trying to prepare for a major exam while your mind's racing with anxiety. You haven't slept in days, and the counseling center tells you that the next available appointment is 6 weeks away. For thousands of college students, this isn't imagination, it's everyday life. As a college student, I have seen friends and classmates struggle silently with stress, depression, anxiety, sadly myself as well. I have researched national healthcare database and higher education studies to understand how campuses can better respond to this growing crisis. Whether we experience mental health changes ourselves, like me, or support someone who does, access to help affects our grades, relationship, safety, and overall our future careers, which is what we're all going to school for anyway. Today, I will tell you about student mental health problems are rapidly increasing. I'll also talk about limited services create serious academic and personal consequences for college students. Expanding services offer practical and effective solutions. Let's begin by the scope of the problem by facing students today. Anxiety, depression, and burnout have reached record levels. It's an increasing concern for college, high school, grad, whatever type of student we're really talking about nationwide. The American College Health Association reports that over 60% of students experience overwhelming anxiety each year. Campus counseling centers report twice as many crisis visits as a decade ago. College life creates unique pressures: academic completion, financial strain, social adjustment, and separation from family, while trying to intensifies emotional stress, also while trying to allow the person to find themselves. They're freshly 18 and need to learn how the world works for themselves without their parents around. Rising needs would be managed if support was available, but many campuses cannot, sadly, meet the demand that we are asking for. There's limited mental health services, and this can actually cause more harm to students in campuses. Long wait times block access to care. Many universities only one counselor for every 1,500 students. How are we supposed to do that? Many untreated issues damage academic performance. Students with untreated depression are twice as likely to drop out. Concentration, attendance, motivation all decline, lowering GPA and career opportunities. You don't want the doctor that barely passed with the D compared to the one that got the A. Yes, sadly, they might actually perform on the same level, but sadly, this one looks a lot worse just because they were dealing with stuff that they sadly didn't get the help that they needed. Students, it makes such a safety risk for this type of stuff. Mental health crises are linked to higher rates of substance abuse and self-harm. It's just not something we want to do. Although the situation is serious, there are realistic steps campuses can make now that can help future students, current students, heck, even us as students now. Some of us are about to graduate soon, i.e. me. I would love to be able to help someone so they don't feel the stress and the anxiety that I sadly feel on a daily basis. I don't want someone to have to sit over here and pop medications so they can be able to somewhat live. Expanding health service benefits students and universities. Early counseling improves success. Universities that add counselors saw higher GPA and retention rates. Multiple effective strategies exist. Hiring additional licensed counselors, offering teletherapy and evening hours, peer support, crisis hotlines. I mean, we have 911 for a reason. There are the social suicide lines. There are so many ways that we can use this. People are sometimes scared to talk face to face, but giving them the option to text, to call, where they don't have to have that face to face, could be the difference between graduating, not graduation, life and death, sadly. Investments save money in the long term. Retaining current students costs less than recruiting new ones. Healthier students build stronger, safer campus communities because they feel like they can have someone to lean on. That's why the peer support is so important. When campuses choose to invest in mental health, everyone benefits. In conclusion, students' mental health challenges are rising. Current services are insignificant or insufficient entirely, and expanding support improves academic achievement, safety, well-being. I urge you to support student fees, campus initiatives, and public policies that expand counseling, teletherapy, peer programs. Talk with administration, vote for funding, encourage students and friends to seek help. College shouldn't be a place where people grow and learn about the world and learn about themselves more, not a place where they feel like they need to struggle alone. It's not something that they should have to deal with. And thank you for listening to my speech. I couldn't have gotten any of this information if it wasn't for the National College Health Assessment Report, the counseling crisis on colleges' campuses from the Journal of Student Affairs, investing in mental health improves retention, higher education policy review by Dr. Lopez, academic effects of untreated anxiety in undergrads, College Mental Health Journal by L. Smith. I wouldn't have been able to look up any of this without them doing some of the work for me and showing the statistics, the proven proof of what's actually going on. Thank you.